We are live, sir. We are live.
Surgery Revolution by the Global Clusters. This movement is all about Imagine a world where your mind is your greatest ally. Welcome to the Mind Surgery Revolution by the Global Clusters. This movement is all about transforming your inner world, building mental resilience, cultivating mindfulness, and overcoming the barriers within. At Global Clusters, we believe in the power of introspection and self-awareness to heal, elevate, and empower. Through emotional intelligence and cognitive growth, we can unlock our full potential and face life's challenges with clarity and strength. Think about it. Leaders today are overwhelmed by expanding expectations and digital distractions. But by prioritizing core values and focusing on what truly drives us, we can navigate this complex world with ease. The history of neurosurgery, with pioneers like Harvey Cushing, shows us the incredible advancements in understanding our brains. Similarly, the Mind Surgery Revolution invites you to revolutionize your mindset, just as brain surgery has revolutionized treatment. Even cutting-edge brain-computer interfaces are showing us the limitless potential of the brain's plasticity. But it's not just about technology. Holistic health approaches, like those from Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, emphasize the crucial connection between mind and body. Transform your mind, and you'll transform your world. Be part of the Mind Surgery Revolution by joining us at theglobalclusters.org. Stay tuned for updates, events, and tools to elevate your mental resilience and well-being. Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us.
Don't miss your chance to grow with us. Excellent morning to you all from everywhere you're listening to me from. This is Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, United Nations Ambassador for Quality and Affordable Education and the Global President of the Global Clusters Worldwide. Today is another Mind Surgery Revolution of the Global Clusters. And it will be very good for you to invite your friends and family, both clusterian and non-clusterian, to be part of this. We have our special guest. He's going to be introducing herself very well, because I know I cannot do a lot of justice to her introduction. And she's going to be speaking to us about her journey. How was she able to become what she has become today? I've met her. She's a pleasant person to behold. She's an hospitable person. She's a mother. She's a grandmother. She's a kind person. And she will be sharing her story, and we'll all be learning from it. She's an entrepreneur. Okay, she's not other person than Mommy Roosevelt Schools. Over to you, ma. Speak to us. We want to know. We want to hear from you. The essence of the Mind Surgery is for us to bring important people in our society so that they can share their story with us, so that we can learn. It can be Mind Surgery for us. Apart from that, we engage in critical thinking, creative thinking, innovative thinking, and paying attention to uncommon details. Today, you're going to be learning from the story of Mommy Roosevelt Schools. Over to you, ma.
Good morning, everyone.
Excellent morning to you.
Excellent, cluster. Yes. Thank you very much for inviting me for this beautiful program. I am Mrs. Comfort Adirogba Fumilola. I'm an educationist. I grew up with my mother in the market, selling tomato and pepper. And at that time, my mother made me to know that that is, what you do is going to give you reward of what you need in life. I started selling on my own since 1969, selling Maggi for three for 6 pence. And that encouraged me, because the little money I get from it, made me to become big in my mind. And I followed through that process until when I was about to finish my secondary school. And I my mother's effort will not go in vain. My father was very old, although very industrious. It's very young. He was already old. That empowers me. When I saw my mother struggling to go into business, having friends to be roaming about, that brought you into my mind to know that it well. When I was growing up, my mother also taught me so many things about home chores, especially how to take care of husband and business, and especially how to cook good food. And it made me to understand that food is the medicine that we must eat. That if you eat good food, adequate, not big enough, you'll be able to, you grow up well and become fantastic parent or mother in future. So that took me along. Eventually, when I finished my secondary school, I failed. I failed my secondary education. This devastated me because my intention was to go to university immediately. It devastated me, but I made a review of what really led to it. I realized that teachers were not teaching then. Teachers were imported from foreign countries to come and teach us, and some of these teachers couldn't speak the English language the way we understand it. I observed that. So I now thought of how to go further. Opportunity came to me to travel abroad, but it was truncated later. I felt bad. That was in 1981. I felt terribly bad to go with my brother, my half-brother, abroad, not knowing that God wanted to do me a favor. I felt bad. I thought it was the end of my life. I came back. I've been celebrated to travel abroad. My friends had taken me as one of the luckiest person. Coming back home, I couldn't move on the streets. I was indoor. I was devastated. Should I go back to repeat my secondary education? How would I tell people? Fortunately, one of my friends came to visit somebody, one of the tenants in my father's house. She encouraged me to go to teacher training. This is the teacher training college I vowed not to go to because I believed it was too small for me. We were aspiring to go to university. So I reluctantly, I followed that instruction. Instead of 1 year course, because all the forms had closed, I went for 2 years course. When I got there, I told you I was devastated, but my surgery came because I was the one surpassing everyone, not knowing that if you are disappointed, the disappointment may open door for you. When I got there, I started doing well. I was noted to be the best in almost all the subjects. They put a star on my name. I became the senior girl. This really encouraged me because I was never applauded for doing exceedingly good academically. So this is my first period of having this kind of accolades. It surged me. I later became the senior prefect second year. After which I made sure that our mates that time our set became the first one. In that school, we had about 25 classrooms, 25 and about 40 students in a class. You can imagine 25 times 30 students times 25. It was a whole lot. We had kings of some of the kings in Ekiti State as students, big people. I was one of the least people we can count as when we refer to the age, but I was taking I was rewarded with the little effort I gave to them. We encourage ourselves to be reading every morning, very early in the morning, so that we all of us come with flying color. So we organize that by ourselves. At that time, very early in the morning, we wake up as early as 4 o'clock. We assemble at the hall and we train ourselves to pass in English. So there, I became special teacher. Although I have not had the certificate, but we started teaching ourselves. Lo and behold, and in that year, our result came the first, the best in then Ondo State. All encouragement I got. So I can be in the group of the great people. I decided to go further, no matter whatever condition that may come around me, whatever disappointment I'll come out. They came to invite me to Lagos to be operated. So we were given a car. Listening to me. Is anybody listening to me? Hello?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we are listening.
All right. So that made me to start my business. What is the business about? I started changing color of the faded materials they brought to me. That is dyeing. Oh, when I introduced that, the people their wives, some of them did the color of, because I was not giving job. Buhari had come in. He was not giving job to anybody. And now I said, look, I am not going to beg anybody to give me job. I had worked hard to ensure that I have a certificate. So I started changing because we did fine art. And that fine art, I got to know it very well there. So I started changing colors. That was giving me good money. I said, what will I do if I had not done this? So thereafter, I had an accident. Unfortunately, I had an accident. That accident cost me about 3 months. I wanted to go and greet my friend that helped me to get that job from the hospital. So I saw somebody had the car backpack, one person. So before it took a long time before the bus filled up, about 3 hours. Unfortunately, when the bus wanted to take off, the driver of the bus said everybody must pay 55 naira, 55 kobo instead of 30 kobo, because some people we had light at Alagbado. I was butting at Agege and I was going to Ota. So that made me got annoyed. The man that I met had only 30 kobo, that because he wanted to pay without having to collect change. Anyway, I offered to give that person that money. Do you know that money opened the door of fulfillment for me? Not knowing that the man dressed very ugly. In fact, he had only agbada, not even buba under. And he was telling the man that, look, give me, I collected change. I had 30 kobo with me so that you will not ask me to pay to look for change by myself. But now you are now saying 50 kobo, and I don't have any other money with me. I told that Baba, I had only 1 naira. what will cost me to go to Ota is 80 kobo. I still have a change of 20 kobo with me. I will add it to I will give it to you. I said, this man driver, it's not good though. You know, this man had been here. He was the first to be here. And we have been here for more than 3 hours. Now you are telling him that you have increased the fare. So we boarded the vehicle, we were going. The man now asked me, both of us sat in the front. What are you doing, madam, lady? I wasn't married then. I said, I'm a teacher and I'm looking for a job. I had an accident. I'm coming from the hospital. I went for checkup. So the man now said, did you know I have a lot of money with me? I said, which money? Oh yeah. Then he now brought out the briefcase. He said, I wanted to go and pay salary. No, that time you have to collect money by hand. Then he brought mint 20 naira. He said he disguised so that the Gaguda people, the thief, the robbers will not rob him of that briefcase. That I had a lot of money, that I should come on Monday. Lo and behold, I went on the Monday after. Although the driver refused to collect that money again. You should have honored that person or give instruction before the man who wait up to this level. I got that job from that man. Although he's not the one that owns the job, it's his senior brother. The man did not go to school, but he was the one that was going around for his brother. So the senior brother had a union paint that he wanted to go and pay the salaries of the workers for. And he also had a school, a very big school, Ifako International School, Agege, by Majekodumi. It's Majekodumi family. Very big. In fact, I have never seen that kind of school before in my life. So he said I should come, that they have a school, I should come. That 20 kobo that I gave, that 20 kobo that time will give me a good job. No, I was giving job. Hello? Hello?
Yes,
are you there,
yes,
please?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We
Yes,
can hear you.
I was giving job. I was saying a kind of fine, yeah. I was giving job that week. I was giving job and I was giving a house. I opened my mind it was there was not hope for me to get job. Buhari started everything in 1984 and he made everybody to suffer for it. So I had believed that I would not get a job. So he gave me a job and gave me a house, although I paid for the house. So I was going on. Well, thereafter, I made up my mind that I'm not going to sit on grade 2. Grade 2 is not my portion. I didn't even like it before time. But when I got there, I loved teaching, but not to have only grade 2. I desired in myself that I would go further and I will also be a business person in my life. So I thought when I spent 1 year, I went to my oga, my boss who owns the school, that I wanted to go further, that said, no problem, but nobody will pay my school fees. They said, no, you will be going. Your space will still be here. I said, but I don't like part-time, I want full-time. I said, no problem. Anytime I want to go, I should come back. I should go. My space will be there. So I started saving towards going to College of Education. I obtained form and I studied fine arts. Fine arts. The man helped tremendously. Not that he gave me money, but he gave me opportunity to come back. Anytime there is holiday in school, I will come, I will work, and he will make sure I get. And so the money I was receiving was enough to pay my school fees and my upkeep. So my parents, my mother relocated to Lagos, so we were living in the same room. I completed my NC course, and I was retained in that school in the college section. Then my career started from there. I started teaching from that school, and I took teaching passionately to the extent that the parent, because I took after the teaching, the real teaching that we were exposed to at Teacher Training College. I don't know why government erased that kind of education. That everybody's supposed to be exposed to that kind of training. It is a very beautiful one. If one takes to that kind of training as a teacher, as a teacher, there's no child that will pass through you that will not be successful in life. So all the children, my first year, the students I taught, the pupils I taught, the parents met and tell the school authority to let me get promotion with these kids, with those kids. So I was promoted with the kids to the next class, and I was enjoying them. Thereafter, when I was in college education, each time I don't have anything to do, some people go with Aristo, they call it Aristo, guides, all sorts of things. What will I do? I have a lot of things to do in my life. So I have to go and learn Aso Ofi. Meanwhile, I was passionate to do all the courses, and I could take any of the courses as my project. But sincerely speaking, some of our lecturers were terrible. I am sorry to say this, they were very, very bad. In fact, there was one that speaks terrible language about those that we take out for enjoyment, and we still give them 0. I don't want to use that language on this platform. That we take them out and we still give them 0. Why would I go out with that? And I look at their class. I mean, why would I allow these people to ruin my life? So I want to learn Aso Ofi. Instead of sculpture or some other things, the courses, I learned Aso Ofi out from outside of the school. That gave me choose projects. I chose Aso Ofi. None of the lecturers knew it. None of the lecturers knew it. And it's one of the crafts, one of the courses that we can take into our institution, institution in our fine art department. So when I chose it and I mastered it within a short time, I made sure I brought myself down to go and learn it from the local person. So when it was time, they thought I would not be able to do it. I put my loom in front of the HOD's office, and I started weaving Aso Ofi. That gave me distinction. In fact, I made it better than the person that taught me, and I made it traditional. So I love that. That's another breakthrough in my life. I finished with that, and God made me to go back to where I worked before because of relationship. You see, relationship is one of the best things one should care for in life. If you are doing anything, do it passionately. Don't let money occupy your money. Don't think about money. Believe that you are doing it for yourself, to develop yourself, both in mentally and physically, even socially. So my relationship in the school, I didn't know all that. People came to tell me that I was relating well. That made them to celebrate me. Well, eventually I got married. I relocated to Lagos, Ibadan. From Lagos, joined my husband. When I came to Ibadan, I met I was posted to a school that refused me. I joined Oyo State Teaching Service Commission that refused me because they wanted mathematics teacher. They wanted mathematics teacher, and I was carrying fine art. The principal refused me, and it was next to my house, not too far away from my house. I told the teacher, I will perform well. I said, okay, if it is that so, bring me mathematics. I will teach them. The JS3 student couldn't have mathematics. They didn't have mathematics teacher from first term, and they are going to write the exam. Unfortunately, I made it. What made me to make it? It was my primary, my Form 3 teacher, Mr. Falobi, that taught me mathematics, and I love mathematics. Lo and behold, I taught them mathematics specially. In the afternoon, I will ask them to come back, have special lesson with them, without collecting kobo, not knowing that that thing was paying way for me. And I was heavily pregnant. I was not collecting kobo, and I taught them mathematics because all my mathematics notes, all my notes from secondary school, I do carry them around. So I went to open my mathematics. I got mature enough to know more than what I knew before. My mathematics teacher, Form 3 mathematics teacher, also taught me very well. So I brought out those mathematics notes and I was able to teach them. Do you know that all of them got distinction in that mathematics? So these are stories, success stories I have. Now, when I finished, after some time, I worked with Teaching Service Commission. My husband loved me so much that he gave me opportunity to run businesses. When I was working, I was having, because I told myself, I'm not going to be poor. I will not be poor. No way. So I was running business with my teaching profession. I had a hairdressing salon. Immediately after the school hours, I will resume there. Although my husband go to work, come back very late in the evening. So we do come back. I was tying that pour water, the pour water 10 kobo. Yeah, and it's not that I am poor. My husband filled our house with food and satisfied with everything. But I want to be an added value. I don't want to be just anybody in the house. So my business became booming. I was selling baby things. I was having hairdressing salon. Thereafter, I migrated to rental services, and as of today, to the glory of God, we are 20 years, we are 19 years into school business. And the school business we are running has made our students, I was able to put all the lessons I learned from where I worked into the business of school. Then in my marital life has been very tremendously great. My husband is so passionate about making sure that home is home for everybody, to the children, to the wife, even to the extended family. And it now gave me opportunity to, go to handle the school. And the school, to the glory of God, had been tremendously beautiful. During this period, I was opportune to travel out. Immediately, I became a school owner. I related with people in the market. Anywhere I go, I make sure I relate. And there's no class, I don't place special class on myself. That I want everybody to note. Every human being is important. Don't think somebody is too small for you to relate with. And don't oppress, don't show pride when you are relating people. You don't know who's going to help you. In the market, I went to buy one of the things I'm going to use, I wanted to use in the classroom, teaching aids. This lady sells it to me, and I asked her, where do you get all this? She said, from China. I said, China? Do you mean you travel to China? And it's kiosk is a very small one. It's not even up to 10 by 10. It was not up to 10 by 10. It was a very small place. So I now ask her, do you mean you travel abroad? I said, yes, he travels abroad. So where do you go? I mean, how? You? I said, you said yes. I said, I wanted to go to China. Say, if you want to. Lo and behold, this lady introduced me to our agent. We traveled to China. From there, I was able to go to World Trade Center. The World Trade Center in China, and I became a registered member of that place. It was, I could not believe myself that somebody who sells a small place, has a very small tray to sell, can do that for me. I traveled to China and I was exposed to how things were done. So I customized my school uniform, I customized the tie, and some of the things that I bought so many things to the school. And since that, I've become a member of that community. So there's nothing I want to bring in, because they gave us ID card and they sent, that was in 2014. I was given ID card. I was exposed to so many things. If I want to go now, I can go without stress. That's not the only thing. I allowed my children to join Scout. And whatever you have, please make sure you extend the usage of it to people that will honor it. Not just anybody, people that will honor it. Don't close your door because some people may not be able to treat what you have very well. Open your door to them and give them instruction of how you want it done. So we open our door to scout to come and have retreats, not knowing that it is African retreat. It was an African retreat they wanted to come for. So I got to know retired lawyers, retired judges, people in Africa. They came to our school. They camped there. From there, they brought me in into their circle. I joined them, and that made me to go to South Korea. That gave me opportunity to go to South Korea for World Jamboree. I have a lot of it on and on and on and on like that. Achievements without, and that gave me awards. I collect awards from different organizations, even in NABS. NABS honored me with that I did not vie for. The offices I don't vie for, they honor me because I make sure that whatever knowledge I have, I extend it to some other people. I run a lot of seminars. I do a lot of giving, and it pays me a lot. So we have to ensure that this world is not for us alone, it's for people around us. My belief is if everybody around me is great, my greatness will be maintained. If people around me, and that's why I joined the global cluster. If everybody around me is great, so in my school, I founded something. Immediately we founded the school, I made sure that vocational training is not behind. Tailoring. In the school, we have a tailoring machine for primary school, machine for secondary school. We have about 8 tailoring machines for primary, about 7 for secondary. Our fine art department, we have potter's wheel. We are making pot by ourselves. We did interlocking, and we made the children to do so that they will have a trade. Certificate is just the key to make them to open door to the high places. But what will maintain that their stay in high places is their skill and their mindset. So we take soft skill also as very important. Recently, we had leadership conference. We spoke about mindset, how they can make the values of life, the virtues that they must have, the soft skill that can make them to be great. Whatever certificate you have, if you don't have soft skills that can make you to be great, you can never use that skill. People will not even recognize it. So these are things. I go beyond curriculum. I set another curriculum. In our school, we do mechanic. We call it auto engineering skill. We do furniture. We call it woodwork. We do culinary. We do pharmacokinetics. And what is pharmacokinetics? Pharmacokinetics, when I studied that these children are not eating good food, majority of them are obese. And and of recent, some children, the percentage of children with a kind of ailment has increased. Medical issues has come upon as there are medical issues that we never observed when we were young, has become rampant now. The most horrible thing is the challenges like autism spectrum disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, intellectual disability have become about 10% of our students in the school. I now realize that what could cause this? I related it to junk foods we are eating. The kind of food that parents fast food that achieve our parents are giving to their children. It makes them to become pharmacokinetics is the activity of the activities that make us to think of how food reacts in our system. How food reacts in our system. What do we eat? How do we eat it? And where does the food come? Where is the food coming from? The quality and the combination of this food. I thought about it. The function of these natural substances. I thought about it's a substance. Pharmacoscience is consumption of substance, and substance can be food, can be drink, it can be snacks. So I put a study into all these things, and all these things we have them. We have ipekere, we have adun, we have so many of these snacks. Then we have goods that our body can absorb, that are of our nature, that is not expensive. I thought about it. I said, look, I started teaching the kids. I gave a little of it to the parents, a good of lesson to parents, but I put premium on the teaching of these little kids so that they will know. On Wednesdays in our school, nobody brings soft drinks. You don't drink, we eat fruits. We don't allow that. Some parents will bring Coke, Fanta, juice, pack 3 of these things, and each bottle of Coke, they say, has about 8 scoops of sugar. So why would a child not be obese in that? So I started making a campaign about that so that the kids will live well. Some children don't eat away to excess spaghetti and indomie. Where do we take this one to? So I now started having mind surgery for students to know the importance of these things, especially, again, the spices we use. We can make spices by ourselves. We have a lot. I traveled to China. When I traveled to Dubai, I saw Iranian markets. Iranian market is like the shop of our Elewi Omo here that sells herbs. Iranian market, they cannot eat without putting those seeds. They can't eat it. They can't eat it. They can't eat without having to put ginger, garlic, star anise, and all of this in their food. So we can have it. I also saw it in a supermarket in China, where they have a portion in the supermarket. They sell it in Congo. All these herbs, but they buy it and add it to their food. We can have it there. So I started having my surgery, and we can package it better than China. The China will package all these things, put chemical on it, come and sell it to us as pills. We don't want pills again. We want food. We want to eat like human beings that God made us to be. In the Garden of Eden, so there was no single pill there. I am working for prevention, not cure. We can eat without going to hospital for months, for years. It is possible. Let these kids know from now. And if possible, in extension, let their parents also have an eye-opener to how to live and live well. So Global Cluster can assist the populace to educate, join me to educate the populace, especially the parents. We can run it on television program naps, how we can live well without
All right. I think the network. She's having network issues there.
Yes, I think, mommy, when anybody is calling you, you cut it. I think it's a mobile call that is actually
Yes.
disrupting her.
Yes.
You understand? I think it's a mobile call that has been disrupting her. And she's dishing out a lot of great value. I deliberately want to give her a time. And from today, we're going to be coming up with the global school setup cluster of the global clusters. And she's going to champion that too. You understand? Because we need a school where we can insist this certificate revolution. And she's giving out a lot of value. If only all of our schools can have such value, you understand? You know, we will be doing our great nation a whole lot. Can be an integral president of NAPS in Nigeria. And when she showed me what they were doing, so pretty much like was dishing out this morning. And you can see this private school has already, some of them, because of their exposure, because of what they have been doing, they have actually, you know, been going ahead to make sure that they make our father's land a great place. And I'm really, really super proud of her for taking our time this morning to share our story. Since she's not here now, I want to get people's submission, and I'll be starting from no other person than Engineer Johnson. Engineer Johnson, I observed you that you've been listening to this woman from the beginning, and you add everything she has said. Based on the mind surgery this morning, what's your own take? In 1 minute, just give a comment to what you have had her say, and how do you think it can affect the mind of our people in Nigeria and Africa and in the whole world at large?
Good day, Dr. Batmus and everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. She has actually spoken very well. Basically, you have to go into learning, knowledge, and networking. And above all, you must have integrity, you know. Which is what sells you. You've also created a platform regard, you know, that enables us to network with like minds and share ideas, just like Mommy has been giving us her journey and how she started and where it has taken her. So it's a privilege to learn from her journey in few minutes. That's a journey of years. So it's a privilege, and I'm happy that you got the wisdom to build such a network and for us to learn. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very, very much, Engineer Johnson, for that contribution. Thank you very much. Let's hear from the 002 certificate revolution. Master Ginny, what's your take on today's mindset?
Hello?
Okay. Mommy is there again. Okay. Okay. Mommy, you can just round up. We've been waiting for you. Hello, ma'am. Okay. Hello, ma'am. You're muted.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. We have a lot of work to do. You know, we need to work on the network glitching. We need to make sure that we have our own satellite. Mommy, if a call is coming in that is creating this, please.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me now? Hello, sir. Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you now.
This one. Yes.
Can you hear me? So what I'm saying is, I've rounded it up. I have a farm in my school that I'm using to practice with this. Each of the kids have 3 bags, one for yam, one for vegetable, and one for seeds. So to practice to make them
Wow.
to be conscious
Seriously.
about what they eat. They can have it at the backyard of their homes, and they can also become a bigger farmer in future. So pharmacokinetic is one of the biggest biggest projects that I think can
All right. Ambassador, sir.
All right, I'm here.
Can you write us out? Thank you, sir.
There is a network glitch, and this network glitch is really affecting a whole lot. And I want to appreciate Roosevelt for dishing out all of this value. You can imagine someone that started the way she started, and today, look at where he is, and she has really created a lot of value. A lot of value she has created. She has created a lot of value. She has created a lot of value. And, you know, we should emulate from this So let's get submission from Master Genie. Master Genie, what's your take on today's mind surgery?
Thank you very much, our excellent Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. I greet our First Lady, Chief Mrs. Motunrayo Badmus, and every great clusterian and all our guest speakers today. Yes, I will need everyone to just stick to what everyone has said there today. I mean, that is a big lesson to be learned in what has been shared from Mrs. Taiwo today. So please, everyone, you can go from where you are today. You just have to imagine it and follow the mind surgery. Thank you very much. I have an appointment to go. My taxi is waiting outside, and I do appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much, sir.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much for that. Let's hear the submission of the review head, Cluster and Oluwaseyi Odushagun. What's your take on today's mind surgery?
Yes, thank you so very much, sir. Really appreciate Mommy Comfort. Thank you, Ma. And every leader here, Master Genie, I greet you. And everyone, thank you, Chief Mr. Badmus. Thank you, my friend. Kosan Folabi, Mr. Tennyson, I greet you. Yes, disappointments will come sometimes in life. It is you to just pick yourself up and move ahead with it. I really so blessed with everything that Mommy Comfort said. You know, we, the youth of these days, we shouldn't just do things because of what we want to gain now. We shouldn't look down on people. We, the youth of today, we are fond of that. If I can't, you know, the mindset of if I can't gain anything from you, I don't have to do anything with you. That's a very poor mindset. It's a fixed mindset. It's not going to make you grow. See how she related with that person that disguised like a nobody, and she doesn't even look at what she's going to gain. She looked at the humanity in that extent. So I believe the Global Cluster is here for us. Every of the teachings here is to make us grow. And I was going through everything that she mentioned. It's about the Global Cluster. She mentioned the certificate. You know, in their own school, it's not just about the paper alone. They want their students to learn skill. Even everything that she has been, everything she has been through, she's also giving that to younger generation. It's not just about your paper. You can learn a skill. Look at her. She's a fine artist. She have a salon. She can teach mathematics. She have a skill and skill actual fee. Wow. You know, it's just mind-blowing. And I love the fact that it was even during austerity, during hard times, that she made things for herself. Because you see, the issue of it being power, these are hard. Things will continue to be like that if you can't find a way out of it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you very much for that contribution. Let's hear from Cluster and Afolabi Dari David, the AI champion. What's your take on today's mind surgery revolution?
Good morning, sir. My president. Yes. Good morning, Mommy Rosebud Schools. Good morning. My brothers, Olusegun Fares, Tennyson, Mrs. Taiwo Adeboye, Mr. Williams, Engineer Johnson, Mr. Bashir, and the Galaxy 21s. Yes, good morning, everyone. Mommy Motunrayo Badmus, our first lady. Good morning, ma. Good morning, ma. Yeah, Cluster Olusegun has already said everything I had in mind. Just everything I had in mind, you know. The story of Mommy Rosebud is a very inspiring story because, you know, during that time, she, you know, coming from a very poor background, from selling tomato in the market, becoming a teacher. And she also had an heartbreak when the opportunity she had was taken away from her. But she didn't let that stop her from achieving what she wants to achieve. And she went through so many things. She did so many things, from being a teacher, doing hairdressing, and so many other things. When things were still good, she ventured into all that. Not to talk of now that things are very difficult. And she can also say she doesn't want to do anything. She can sit at her husband's house and be enjoying her husband's money because she said Her husband provided her everything she could ever need. But yet she wants to make an impact in lives. She wants to touch lives. You understand? So that's very, very inspirational, and that mindset is very, very, very key, which I want to learn from. You understand? As she says, we shouldn't look down on anybody. Yes, we should have a good relationship with everybody, regardless of their race, their ethnicity, their tribe, or their color. Because we never can tell where help might come from. Nobody has it all. Nobody has it all. A little help goes a long way. You understand? So we should all take that and apply in our daily life so we can also improve. So one thing I just want to tell Mommy Rosebud is that we, the AI group in the Global Clusters, we are coming to our school to teach our students on how to make good use of AI in AI content creations. Very soon we contact her and schedule a meeting with her, and we schedule a date where we are going to train all our students on how to make good use of AI. Thank you, sir. Thanks everyone on the call today.
Thank you, bro. That's an amazing one. Thank you for what you are doing to spread into love. Thank you so very much. Ambassador, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, amazing. Thank you, Christian Afolabi, Dari David, for that wonderful contribution and for offering to extend the AI training to that school. You're going to extend it to every school in the Federal Republic of Nigeria and every school in Africa as a whole. Having said that, I know our time is fast, right? But we will extend a little bit further a bit just to get some reviews from some people. President Taiwo Adeboye, can we get your review, please, in 1 minute? Taiwo Adeboye on today's Mindset. Okay, if she's not there, let's get from Williams. Mr. Williams.
Excellent day to you, Dr. Badmus. Good morning, everybody on this very call. I want to wish us a happy week ahead. Yes, in the journey of life, there's always ups and downs, and determination and set goals always drive us daily. From the little I can grab from what she said, she's very determined, she's very loyal to the core, and she's very hardworking. So in all you do, in what you do, always see the end from the beginning. Let your minds be fixated on the end from the beginning, because by that, you will not see the stress you go through as a stumbling block or a channel of discouragement, but rather a stepping stone to your achievement. Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate your encouragement and your determination this month.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate
it. So having said that, I want to appreciate everyone for coming to the call this morning. And I want to appreciate our mother for coming by to share our story this morning. When you were having a network glitch, immediately from what you have done, and the only person that I've seen that is doing something similar to what we're doing is the 001 NAPS Nigeria. That is Clinton here in Abuja. I've seen that they do that too, almost close to what you do. And some few people too, I know that they've mentioned to me, but the ones I've seen, because I've seen your school and I've seen our school. I'm one of our think tank. And having seen what I have seen, I discovered that we need to come up with the global school setup cluster of the global cluster. And you're going to champion that because you have the school of the new normal.
Yes,
your school represents the school of the new normal. And this is the way every school should be. So we're going to make sure that we do a write-up, we do a proposal to that. And I want all clusterians and non-clusterians to volunteer in this cluster. You understand? Because if we want a real change in our society, we have to be intentional about everything we do, most especially the kind of knowledge that our children are getting. You understand? It's not just giving, they have their empower in their mind. In what she has created, she created a skill set for them in school. She created how they can even live long. You understand? So health, education, information, she's providing them with information. So that the school should be holistic. So I think the school of the new normal should look like this. So the global school setup cluster, or the new, or we call it the new normal school setup, the global new normal school setup, so that people will not know that it's not just another training, the new normal, because we must set up our school based on what is currently happening in our society. Our children should be out of secondary school and they should have capacity to do so many things. They should have capacity to do many, many things. So having said that, I want to appreciate everybody for coming on the call today. I want to appreciate from the roster board. I want to appreciate the review department. I want to appreciate all clusterians. I can see Adeleke Adejoke. I can say I want to appreciate my darling wife, the global first lady of the global cluster, Chief Mrs. Motunrayo Badmus. Thank you for all you do. I want to appreciate everybody for coming on the call today. So thank you very much. God bless you all. And who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or upcoming professionals, technocrats or upcoming technocrats, entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power. Accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determines what we collect. We're not just a social media platform with a marketplace with all the language of the world, including Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa, with the ability to make calls, voice conferencing, video calls, video conferencing, ability to follow each other, ability to send connection requests, and ability to do a lot of things that we do on our regular social media. We are actually a nation building platform. And we have identified the Global Cluster platform as a platform to build a beautiful Federal Republic of Nigeria and to create the United States of Africa. So if you are not a member, you can go to a Play Store and download the app on Play Store, or you go to a website, www.theglobalclusters.org, THEGLOBALCLUSTERS.org. This will get you in, and it's a one-time lifetime membership fee for an individual of 30,000 naira, and it's a one-time lifetime for a vendor for 50,000 naira or its equivalent. And you can do that. Please, if you're watching this video, endeavor to volunteer in all of our global clusters initiatives. We have a lot of initiatives like the ARE initiative, Agri Real Estate and Export initiative. We have the Couch currency. We have different initiatives, and we have other revolutions, like the certificate revolution, currently dishing out scholarship to all students in Africa. We have 10 million slots for every student in Africa, and a lot of people are taking advantage of all of these courses. So having said that, I want to meet you again in the evening at the survival strategy in the new normal. How do we survive in this new normal? You understand? The school of the new normal, the global school of the new normal. But now we want to learn how individuals how organizations can actually survive in the new normal. And this evening, between 5 to 7 to 8 p.m., we'll be flogging this. A lot of speakers will be on the call tonight, and don't miss it. Don't miss it. And Mommy Roosevelt will be there again to talk to us on how we can survive with the pharmacokinetics, cluster. And, they'll be talking to us on that this evening again so that you can understand, what it means to set up that cluster. Having said that, I want to appreciate everyone for coming by. And I want to say, I celebrate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. Let us get your review. What do you think about today's Mind Surgery Revolution if you're watching? Thank you very much. Put it in the comment section. And thank you. God bless you. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, bye, sir.
Thank
Bye.
you.